Hello, everybody. It is Things That Bug the Living Shit Out of Me, number 6. And yes, I'm driving with no hands. Ah! Okay. Yeah, Things That Bug the Living Shit Out of Me, number 6. Here we are. It's August 13th, 2012. It's been a while since I've had an update here. Sorry about that. I'd like to say that I've been really busy at work, but I haven't been. So I don't know why I haven't done one. It's been a while. I needed a little time. I had to get those first 5 out, and then I had to really sit back and think about this next one. So number 6 is something that affects a lot of people in the world. Definitely, I'm thinking in this country because I've seen a lot of examples of that, but I would imagine it affects people all over the world. It's an epidemic right now across the world when it comes to communication, and that is autocorrect. Okay, so if you're wondering, what the hell, Kyle, what are you talking about, buddy? Well, if you have a smartphone, you've probably been affected by this. If you don't have a smartphone, you need to get a new phone, because you haven't gotten a new phone in a long time, because there's really not any phones anymore coming out, it seems, that aren't smartphones. So chances are when you go to renew and get a new phone, once that ghetto phone that you're walking around with stops working, you'll have to get a smartphone. Just ask my wife. She just had to get an iPhone for work. So no more of the keyboard phones or any of that other garbage that's out there. Everything pretty much at this point is a smartphone, and it's a touchscreen. So, okay, so probably when you go to get a new phone, you'll get what everybody knows, number 1, it's the iPhone. And then there's Android phones, which is actually really number 1, but they make about 400 different versions of it. The Galaxy S3 by Samsung is the most popular. Strangely, it looks a lot like an iPhone. Weird. And then there are Windows phones, which are gaining some popularity now. And then there is the all but dead RIM or BlackBerry phones. So chances are, if you go to get a new phone, you're going to have to get one of those. And if you really take the time to mess with it and play with it, you'll love it. So quit crying. Okay, so what is autocorrect, Kyle? Well, I'm glad you asked. Autocorrect is much like autocorrect is, or spell check or something is on your computer. It's actually really a helpful deal, and it works quite well. I know it's saved me many times on emails and other things that I've done on my iPhone. One place that it does not work at all, that would be, I don't know, text messaging. Yes, autocorrect is horrible when it comes to text messaging. The reason why is because when we text message or send short messages, we tend to abbreviate things or, come up with our own little things. Instead of YOU, we'll put U, the letter U. You don't really have to do that anymore. Instead of R, like ARE, we'll put an R. And there's all kinds of things like that. Some of them are really fucking stupid. But anyway, regardless, there's kind of this whole other language, like, TTYL, talk to you later, things like that, that there is around text messages. Well, when the autocorrect feature is trying to determine what it is you're writing, it'll really fuck things up. And I know I've caught it a few times. I know it's actually burnt me once or twice, but if you'll look in the show links, and you please put in your stories if you have any. I would love to hear them, because there's nothing like a good chuckle at your expense on my behalf. But there is a fantastic website that I'm going to link here, and I think it's actually called Damn You Autocorrect or something like that. And some of the text strings and conversations that have taken place with these horrible autocorrect features kind of taking over and messing things up are fantastic. I know the first time I ever went to this site, I actually worked with a guy named Pete, and I could barely keep from laughing so hard I was crying when I was reading these, and I was trying to show the guy on my iPad, and he didn't think it was all that funny, but I sure as hell did. There's one in particular that I can think of that's a kid and his mother is texting him that she's made his favorite meal, and she says something like, I made lasagna tonight, and he's texts her back, and he's like, "Ooh, yeah, Mom, I'm just gonna lay down and eat some of your lasagna," is what he's trying to say. I just can't wait to eat all your lasagna. But the way that it gets deciphered in autocorrect, it sends her something that is just foul. Something that any guy on this planet who would ever be in a situation to text his mom would just be like livid over having sent to his mother. So enough ramp up about this. Enjoy the website below, and please, folks, if you have ever had anything like this happen to you that you have a funny story about, definitely send it in. I know that I think I had a Facebook post last week where I was talking to somebody about something pretty serious, and I sent a response, and yeah, the text autocorrect, or the Facebook autocorrect, which works about the same way, kind of messed it up, and I was like, God, I hate autocorrect, And you can turn it off, and I have before, but I've actually found that, even though I'm bitching about it now, probably 90% of the time it works fantastically, and 10% of the time you just got to watch your ass. So enjoy the website, guys, and like I said, go ahead and send anything in if you have anything. Sorry, it's kind of a lame one, but it's the best I could come up with. I was going to do something on television announcers, and specifically the Olympics, and I may still, but right now, just enjoy the autocorrect stuff with text messaging. Bye.